The big, beautiful bill. The new air traffic control and how this is going to affect ACHR and JOBY. Welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. We have massive news happening end of the last week, actually on the very 4th of July. And you don't want to miss this if you are interested in the advanced air mobility and the eVTOL concept. Whether you are an ACHR or a JOBY supporter, you don't want to miss this. Join me for the Saturday live show. You can rewatch it with me when I'm explaining what does the big beautiful bill mean for you. Let's get on with the video, shall we? The big beautiful bill signed by Donald Trump. Look how happy he is. Look at him. He's loving it. He's enjoying it. He's living his best life. Yesterday was probably the best day of his office. Yesterday. So what happened? On July the 4th, 2025, President Trump signed the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, sweeping 870-page budget and policy package that marks the centerpiece of its second-term agenda. It extends 217 tax cuts, injects money into defense and infrastructure, and implements major cuts to welfare and green energy programs. Key highlights include a $5 trillion debt ceiling increase, strict new work requirements for Medicaid and SNAP, and a rollback of EV incentives. Among its standout investments is $12.5 billion earmarked for the FAA to modernize America's aging air traffic control system, part of a broader push to Get America building plan. Air traffic let's put politics aside, whether it's a good bill or bad bill. I've got great highlight from this, which is the air traffic control, and it's definitely positive news, and it's definitely positive part of the bill. The FAA's traffic control ATC, air traffic control ATC system is finally getting a much needed overhaul. Some facilities still rely on the 1970s era equipment, and this bill gives the AAA the tools to fix that. The $12.5 billion investment aims to digitize operations, replace outdated radar and telecoms, and consolidate aging en route control centers. Importantly, the bill accelerates timelines already outlined in the 2024 FAA Reauthorization Act, which requires full implementation of next-gen systems and a new Airspace Modernization Office by the end of 2025. This federal funding kickstarts what could be the largest ATC transformations in the United States history. In the newsletter, you will see it's sort of interactive, and you have all the important information in the newsletter there. If you have linked to the show, you got this letter 1 hour before the show. So if you click on it, you can just get on with it, and it will directly take you to the show. All useful links in there, just between the lines. Where the ATC money goes, the key segments. The $12.5 billion is broken down into several upgrade areas. $4.75 billion for communication networks and fiber optic links. $3.03 billion to replace aging radar with modern surveillance systems. $1.9 billion to build a new consolidated air traffic control center and shut down older ones. $1 billion for merging outdated TRACON regional air traffic control facilities. The rest covers things like remote tower systems, advanced weather sensors, surface safety upgrades, and controller training simulators. These upgrades will make the FAA faster, safer, and more adaptable to new types of air traffic, including drones and eVTOL. You can see the Secretary Sean Duffy, who actually started his work, I think on yesterday, Thursday or yesterday. He's already rolled out 5G network coverage in Seattle for the air traffic system. And modernization like this will be happening on a daily basis. We know that America recently have been relying on the outdated air traffic control system, which is not as reliable. So this is a massive step forward and massive step up. Impact on advanced air mobility. This modernization directly benefits advanced air mobility, AAM, including eVTOL aircraft. As these new vehicles prepare for commercial service, they need airspace that can handle low-altitude, high-frequency operations in urban environments. The bill supports this by funding surveillance, automation, and communication tools that allow air traffic control to monitor and manage thousands of small electric aircraft in real time. It also indirectly helps vertiport development by enabling remote tower services and digital procedures. With FAA regulations for eVTOLs already underway, this investment lays the infrastructure foundation to support scaled advanced air mobility integration. Whether the eVTOL aircraft will be piloted or autonomous, this is in massive favor of the implementation and basically plugging in every single system, every single new manufacturer, every single operator. They will just plug into this system and it will be pretty much plug and play. You don't have to develop or modify your air traffic control. You don't have to modify your safety equipment. You don't have to change your regulations because it all will be there probably in next 12 months. Maybe a bit longer, but it will start getting in there by the end of the year. So this is massive news, because if I was to start manufacturing an eVTOL aircraft tomorrow, and by the end of next year, 2026, I got my certification. Of course, it's a bit far-fetched, but I've got my certification and I want to start operating. The infrastructure will be ready there for me. And I don't have to, yes, I will have to work with the FAA and other bodies, other regulatory bodies, but I will just bring my product, take it to them, and they will implement it in there. I don't have to develop new procedures, new operations, new systems. So this is massive news for the eVTOL sector. And also, this will, again, bring more positive sentiment to the sector of eVTOL aircraft. There is ACHR with their midnight. Conclusion and timeline. In summary, the big beautiful bill provides the money and mandate for a once-in-a-generation transformation of US aviation structure. For advanced air mobility, it means fewer roadblocks ahead, more digital infrastructure, clearer rules, and better integration with existing systems. The FAA is under pressure to implement major parts of the overhaul by the end of 2025, with full ATC consolidation and capability expansion continuing through 2029. If timelines hold, early eVTOL operations could begin in 2026 to 2027, with broader adoption in the 2030s, supported by a full modernized air traffic system. Well, that's it. That was my live Saturday show. In case you missed it, join me for the next Saturday, because we talk about all hot topics live and discussing it with you as well. That was it. Who do you think is gonna benefit from this more, ACHR or Joby? The eVTOL market is taking off probably faster than we expect. Here is a video related to this topic. Here is another important video. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other.